Every morning before sunrise, when the sky was still dark and silent, he was already awake. His name was Rilo, a strong and disciplined rooster, whose loud crow echoed across the entire farm. Farmers depended on his voice to begin their day. He was their living alarm, their reminder of responsibility. But instead of gratitude, he received complaints. People called his voice irritating. They threw stones without thinking. They blamed him for disturbing their sleep. Day after day, Rilo endured the insults quietly, until one morning, sitting alone on his favorite fence and staring at the horizon, he realized something important. When effort brings no respect, repeating it becomes self-disrespect. That day, he crowed one last time and flew away. That night, silence covered the farm. Before dawn, thieves arrived. With no warning call, no sound of alarm, they stole everything and disappeared. Only in the morning did the farmers understand that Rilo had not just woken them, he had protected them. But by then, it was too late. On the bank of a wide river lived a turtle named Aaron. He was calm, strong, and patient. Every day, he carried a frog named Lumo across the water. Lumo could not swim well, yet he never tried to learn. He assumed Aaron would always carry him. Years passed, and not once did Lumo express gratitude. One summer, the river dried up and stones appeared like a natural bridge. Without a word, Lumo jumped off Aaron's back and crossed alone, believing he no longer needed the turtle. Aaron stood in the shallow water, feeling something heavier than his shell. Years of silent neglect. That night, an old crane told him gently that strength does not mean carrying every burden. In that moment, Aaron forgave himself, not the frog, but himself for accepting disrespect. When the rains returned and the river rose again, Lumo stood helpless at the shore. But Aaron had already chosen peace over burden. In a quiet alley lived a gray cat named Milo. Every morning he sat outside a beautiful house where an empty bowl rested near the door. He waited patiently, hoping that one day someone would open the door, pour milk, or show kindness. Inside, someone watched him through the window, yet the door never opened. Winter arrived, the air turned cold, but Milo continued to wait. One evening, another cat told him softly that he was not born to sit in front of closed doors. Milo looked at the house one last time. There was no anger in his heart, only clarity. He stood up and walked away, choosing dignity over endless waiting. Life teaches us a quiet truth. Forgiveness does not mean returning to places that hurt us. It does not mean proving our value to those who refuse to see it. Forgiveness means putting the burden down, closing the door gently, and walking away with Sometimes the strongest decision is not to fight louder, but to leave quietly and protect your peace.